All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to dark water.
YouTube ポーキャストはセルフイエー
Dark water is off the coast of Boston, but I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century, but it seems to have been shunned since then.
第一次世界大戦でしょ。後でしょ。
この時代が第一次世界大戦の終わったところで、問題のダークウォーター島が19世紀にはクジラ漁でまあたまに話題に上がってたけど、今では全然知らねえって主人公は言うてる。ピアス。もう一点やろうか。ホームセンター行こうぜ。ショットガンを買おうぜ。サラ・ホーキンス事件。なのか。ヨータか。お酒にゲームに、どっちもか。ゲームか。Oh no、実況見ててあなたは。パパパパパ。ビー。よし、行くでやんす。めっちゃ船で行く。
almost there.
ジェームズ・フィッツロイ。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
男たちが荷を下ろしに来る。
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
ダークウォーター
Why,
に
thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber,
Welcome to
but he was a good
Darkwater.
man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
フィッツロイ船長、明らかに何か知っている感じ。よいしょっと。バーに行く、ブラッドリーに話しかける、フィッツロイに話しかける。あれ、シャチかクジラかな。いや、何時だよ霧が濃すぎでしょ。
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
See how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
クジラかシャチ
Oh,
の
yeah.
どちらかだと思うんだけ
He's
ど。
gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand.
Only a... What could have done so much damage?
何がこんな傷
Don't
が
put that beast back in the water, you... The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I
素直に
didn't
住所話
introduce
したくない。
myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
あ、
What
なんかこんな傷が
can I do for you?
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
What? What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens
なるほど
to us.
ね。これで引っ張ってこれを海に戻そうとしているの
Oh
ね。
yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
お
It's a sign.
めちゃくちゃに歓迎されていないんですが。せっかくなんで。あ、あれはランテン。あ、取れないでやんす。プロフィール、黄色い服を着ている人がめちゃくちゃに多いね。お、イベントが。
Hey, be careful.
めっちゃ腹立ててるやん、ピアス。あ、めっちゃ美女が出てきた。
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
話術か。話術か筋力か。筋力に今いっぱい振ってるから筋力にしようか。
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
おお。ああ、時代が時代だから禁止法があるんだね。あ、細かくわかる。
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time. all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
I had the wing of the girly boys. I was where the men fly home.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
走り出してる。
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness,
What did he say?
until it finds a new reader.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
She will do it again, you know?
Oh,
The girl doctor, Goldie. She won't stop asking.
not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
You again.
That'll be all for now.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
Goldens. 白。お、違う、こっち。
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
登れないのね。流れるように呪術書をパクっていく主人公。これ身長いなくない？
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
義足をしている男の写真。
What a macabre souvenir.
義足だわ。いたいた。へい。背面になれってこと？
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
よいしょ。隣の机。隣の机。あった。
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
はあ、中身がわからない。おやおやおやおやおやおや、港区につけ。
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
こんにちは。字幕見えますか？よいしょっと。
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
新しい目標がこれで技能を振り分けるらしいですよ。よいしょっと。人と話すんだったら話術上げといた方がいいのかな。2ポイントでしかないよ。どれも上げられないか。倉庫に入る。お風呂が沸いたー。
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You
That's
can't
no way to
understand. You're
treat
not
an omen.
sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was...
Because its owner is dead. And I don't... Now please.
You can't...
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Cops. They
シャチ
can't
が
understand.
座礁
Damn
をし
stupid
て
idiots.
Get it. Nobody listens
それ
to us
につい
anyway.
て警察が海に戻そうとしているんですけど、
Oh, yeah.
漁師が
He's gonna get us into
それ
trouble.
はすべきではないと
You
言
can't understand. You're not
え
sailors.
ておりま
It's a
す。
sign. There's something coming.
これが
Something real bad.
機
Don't
械
put
で
that beast
縄を
back
引
in
っ
the
張っ
water,
て
you
海に
shysters. You're
戻そうという
crazy.
みたいで
Cops,
すね。
they can't understand. Damn stupid
Oh,
idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us.
What?
You can't understand. You're not.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water,
船
you
長の
shysters.
話
You're
は
crazy.
シャッチがこの辺にいるはずもないらしい。
Stupid idiots.
Get it. Nobody
何
listens
に
to us
襲われ
anyway.
たかもわから
That's
な
no
い
way
と。
to treat an omen.
Oh yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
話せない。
Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're
こ
crazy.
こかな。こんにちは。
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
声聞こえるかな。他にこの倉庫に興味がある人もいるんですかね。
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
マイクのあれが遠いからですね。よいしょ。っていうか私が近づくか。よいしょ。よいしょ。馬術でもアマチュアだってよ。
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing, you and I.
Okay. Spare me the next verse. I'll tell you what I know. There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks. And then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And there are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
Who are they?
Sorry. I really can't talk about them.
警察が無能というか世俗っぽい。足が
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
入れるかな。
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
入れないな。後ろから回ったらいいかな。お、漁師さん。こんにちは。
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us.
ああ、そうか、ここか
Till
ら
those
出たことが
assholes
ないから、
defaced
逆に
him.
地元っていう概念がないのか。なるほどね。
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
ああ、なるほどね。捕鯨で栄えてた町が捕鯨禁止になったから仕事がないとね。
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
まだ話せる酔っ払いでしたね。これがお家なんだって。雨の時とかとんでもないよね。お、一人いる。カニもいる。こんにちは。あ、話せるやつがない。ちょっとゲームの画面が揺れて酔いそうになったらごめんなさい。あ、これ入れるのでは？
I bet that you hit them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even. And don't go looking there.
How? It's with.
なんで私ちょっと飛ばしたもしかしてセリフ聞きたかったのにちょっといやもう仕方がないよいしょもう一回話して
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Boy, we don't have a clear conscience.
こんにちは。倉庫にね入りなさいっていうミッションが起こってて、よいしょっとこの青いやつね、この倉庫に入りたいんだけど警察も見張ってる、知らんやつを見張ってる、おそらくこの地域で幅を利かせてるキャットっていう女の人にに頼まれて見張っている。お揃いのズボン。
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaps. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I bid you, gentlemen, farewell.
また後で来よう。おまわりさん、おまわりさん。
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
嘘ついていいかな、難しいね。キャットっていうのがね、多分この辺のギャングかなんかだと思う。あ、なんか人が増えてるな、あっちに。こんにちは。あ、話せる。
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
やっぱり女の人に対して良くない感情を持っている人はいるはいるみたいだね。全員が全員服従しているってことでもなさそう。こんにちは。店主さん。おっとっとっとっとっと。
You again.
私です。
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
キャットがですね、多分、
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. Just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
おっと、ロシの2人が今ここにいるということは、今行けるんじゃないのか、もしかして、もしかするんじゃないか。よいしょ、走っていこう。間に合うかな。そうそうそう、めちゃくちゃ綺麗な。え、いるじゃん。いるじゃん。え、 いるじゃん。違う道があるってことかな。そういえばこっちの奥に行ってないんですよね、まだね。お、人がいる。お、話せ
You
る。
saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. If you want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
あれ、この倉庫が気になるんだよな。車の違法駐車がえぐいんじゃ。もう通す気がないんじゃ。むしろどう止めたんじゃ。おお、入れない、入れない。こっちも入れない。なんだ、船長にはさっき話を聞いたけど。お、船長にはさっき話は聞いたけども、あれで全部だと思うんだけど、船長。
You're back again.
Hey.
What can I do for you?
Hey, この人です。あ、倉庫の入り口を塞いでいる。
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
でも洞窟っぽいそんなところなんてあったかな。
You're back again. What can I do for you?
船長知ってる？あ、ないね、もう新しい情報が。
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
船長は基本的に主人公の味方っぽいっすね。入れる倉庫から。こことここはつながっているのね。入れる倉庫といってもあれなんですよね。まだこの倉庫以外に入れそうな倉庫。お、
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
それこそさっきいた男の人のあそこら辺とかこの辺とか。
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around.
This warehouse looks abandoned.
No doubt you want to know.
Good. I shall take my leave.
違うですね。他の倉庫か。向こうかな。入 そうな倉庫。下水か。この辺とか。ないね。か、さっき酒場のところの奥に鍵の閉まってる扉があったんですよね。そっちかな。
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need.
そっちかな。なんか行けそうなところって言ったら行ってみよう。行ってみよう。
Shysters, you're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand.
ちなみに女の人はあんまり今行くのは怖いね。こっちかな。確かこれがね開かないので、なんか見るからに奥にちょっと通路があるっぽいのよね。
That's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Do you like our song?
We're true. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder.
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
An old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch. You shouldn't talk about the dead like that. We're not speaking ill. We're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk. There! You're speaking ill, you see?
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
I had to bring all the girly boys.
下水
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor,
おや
what did he say?
He laughed.
下水の場所知らない店主さん。
You again.
Yes. 新しいものがないな。
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland. Then
I've got what I need.
バーレのものはね最初入った時にちょっと問題を起こしてしまって。
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my
回
bar.
してくれないんですよ。
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
That'll be all for
そ
now.
のお酒を持ってきてくれてるのも多分女の人が幅を利かせてるんですよ。売人と話していたからね。なんかこっちじゃない。こっちにも人がいたな。こんにちは。話せないな。こんにちは。こんにちは。話せへん。そうなのよ。でイベントとしてそれが起こっちゃったもんだからどうしようもない。私にはもうどうしようもない。この辺何もない。入れたりしないのかな。 水化倉庫。難しいぞ。ここじゃない？これだね。これだわ。あ、隠しアイテムですけど。目星。目星どうやって使えるって書いてあった今。これだ。
This tunnel goes under the warehouses.
目星どう使うの？ちょっと待って。あれ、目星マジでどうやって使うんだ？点滅の速度変わってる？もしかして物に近づくと。あ、これパーツ、ラチェット装置、重荷を積み上げ危険なく支えるためのパーツ。
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
こういうことか。あと目星が使えるところはキーパー、キーパー。お、お、上がれた。これかい？これ。
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
お、これしかできないか。お、これしかできないの。バーがないのか。ねえ、キーパー欲しいね、これね。キーパー、キーパー、キーパー、ヒントくれ。アイヤーが使いたいです。上にも扉があるんだよね。これ取り外せない。お、スルーンってメカニズムを発動させる。
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
これでしょ。この2つでもういけるんじゃないの？え、まだなの？まだいるの？なんかマジか。まだなんかいるの？何がいるんだろう。端からちょっと順に。
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, This bone is a real fossil.
え、ああ、骨の一部。すごいね。でっか。点滅のタイミングがちょっと変わる瞬間がある気がするんだけど。気のせいかな。なんだ。あ、これか。
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
待って、今ライターが出せるということに今気づいたんだけど、どうやって出したの？三角か。 OK、 覚えた。これで暗いとこもいけそう。よし、これでもういけるしょ。いけるしょや。お、来た。
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
おお、筋力はバリバリに上げてたから大丈夫だぞ。お、オートセーブ入りました。ああ、もう目星する必要ないよっていうチェックはつけてくれる。いや、もうなんかもう匂いが硫黄って感じ。浅い、意外と。いやいやいやいやいやいや。大丈夫？なんだ。ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って。幻覚見てる感じがする。なんだこれ。なんだこれ。
I hope. Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
油から煙が出てる。なんだろう。ほんと、なんかマスクして。よしよし。ザブザブザブザブザブザブザブザブザブ。昔の倉庫って待って待って待って待って待って待って。何？いやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいや。突然クトゥルフミが出たんですけど。いやも もう妄想とか幻覚って出た時点でもうこの煙がもう役のやつ。あー、壁画なんだこれ。ぐるぐると漁をしている男性たち。
This is primitive.
お、来たね。どのあたりだろうかこれ。あっちに酒場が見えるね。ちょっともうライターしまっといて、オイルがもったいないわ。お、高い。
Oh, this place stinks.
臭い。
What is the connection between?
あ、ごめんね。新しい目標が出たらしいので、倉庫を散策しよう。
This place and the Sarah Hawkins case.
そう、もともとサラ・ホーキンスっていう人が亡くなったっていうことで、その死の真相を突き止めてくれっていう依頼でこの探偵さんが来てるんですけども、サラ・ホーキンス自身がなんか幻覚を見ていたんじゃないかって、鬼人と言われていた女性らしくって、息子さんと、資産家かな、わからないんだけど、この土地のホーキンス氏と結婚して隠遁生活をしていたんだって。ジャンプせい。再現シーンに入るっていう風に聞いたけど、再現シーンってなんだ。お、なんだこれ。脳みそのマークが出てるんだが、心理学。
What happened here?
おー、すごい。こういうことがあったんじゃないかっていうことね。面白い表現だな。血を入ってる毛なかな、わからないね。うん、そう、その真相を突き止めるためにここに来たんだけども、ホーキンス氏の倉庫がこんだけ封鎖をされているわ。この土地がなんかすごくアングラだわ。なんだこれ、医学。
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
痛み止めを買えるお金はある。鏡を割っとる。完全に。
It smells as bad as it looks.
魚の内臓。ねえ、再現面白いよね。
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
睡眠薬。レピティトパリス。お、
Whoever hid it here seems to worship Sarah Hawkins. What just happened? Did I imagine?
また再現シーンを。ホーキンスの倉庫。これで終わりかな、探索的には。そこから出て大丈夫か。あ、でもそうか、上から飛んできたから 出るにはそこしかないのか。なるほどね。ああ、ちょっと情報を見ましょう。4ポイント増えちょる。話術か心理学、どっちがいいかな。話術か心理学かな、出るとしたら話術かな。心理学か、心理学でもあった方が良さそうな感じも。さっきの再現が面白かったもんね。でも人間相手にしばらく交渉を重ねるんだったら話術かな、話術かな。話術にしとこうか。よし、プロ。で確定かな。違う、こっちか。そう、とりあえず話術にしておくね。一応シルエット的なところは心理学さっきの見れたからね。この人がサラさんのお父さんで、調査をしてきて、そう、コメントの欄がちょっとあるんですよ。この倉庫には最近まで秘密の住人が潜んでいた。生活の跡が事実を物語る。傷を覆っていたと思われる血まみれの包帯のほか、鎮痛剤と睡眠薬の存在も一目置くべきだ。さらに住人はサラ・ホーキンスに固執していたようだ。画家の人生に関わる複数の資料が指し示している。しかしこの建物の中身とホーキンスの事件のつながりについて疑いを晴らしたのは反証した絵画だ。ブラッドリー・ジューサーはホーキンス邸にあったものだという。絵画が反証してることがいいのかな。なんだろう。とりあえず出るしかないね。出よう。イベント起こりそう。
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move!
こんにちは。
Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
警察を脅す。お互い協力しましょう。うわ、どうしようかな。心理学はな、さ20なんだよな。脅すのはあんまりな気がする。ちょっと普通の。
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
Let me guess. It was in the Hawkins mansion.
Precisely. You can still see the burn marks. There's no doubt about it. I must admit that you seem fairly competent. But I can't allow you to stay here.
I've seen enough. It's the Hawkins mansion that interests me now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail. I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage, or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
というか、あの車あなたのですか？一応協力はしてくれるっぽいっすね、警察の人。そうか、火事のあって屋敷にあったものがなぜか倉庫に運ばれてる時点でおかしいのか。なるほどね。狂気に陥るへい。もう夜だよ、すっかり。このおまわりさんも口の端が裂けている感じがするから、一回あの人に切られたんだね。
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
ねえ、あんなに綺麗なんだけど。イベントの動かし、絵の動き
The place has
から
been
して、屋
abandoned
敷に
since
誰
the
かいるっ
fire.
ぽい。
There's only old Winchester in his hut.
ウィンチェスターのおっさん
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
そんなとこですね。
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
断る、承諾する、断る、承諾する。いやでもこれはついてきてもらった方がいい気がし
Why
ま
not?
す。
You can help.
Right.
よし。
Let's go.
Let's go. でっか、でっか。調べられる。
Gravity.
見えないよ。調査ボタンのまずスキップが一緒なのやめてよ。あ、お墓。3つ。瓶がいっぱい割れてる。
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
新人ロバさんがいるんだね。これが息子さんの墓かな。
Poor kid. The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
屋敷に近づいちゃうの。おまわりさんにちょっと話を聞きに行こうかい。あ、ダメだ、話せない。もう行っちゃうよ、じゃあおまわりさん。他に調べられるものないかな。おまわりさんについてってそのままさらっと言っちゃったのにね。セーブ入りました。もう大木が根元から倒れちゃってるもんね。広いぞ。何から調べればいいかしら。
I'll have to find another entrance.
入れない。怖いね、雰囲気があるね。よし。
This entrance is still in use.
ムービー入りました。
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
うわ、時間。
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion. Do you have a moment?
What now?
Nothing. Sorry.
Stop wasting my time.
おまわりさん今来たの。
Shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the match.
You're right. Let's go.
ここをなんとかしてもらうためにはお前についてきてもらったんだぞ。おお。びっくりしただろう。あ、ちょっとね。
I'm with you.
本当おまわりさんの意味ちょっと追加情報入ったぐらいでも斧を掴むとかそんな無理くりなことをやらなくてよかったね。うん、あんまり無理くりなことをやってキャットっていう人も敵に回ってるし、屋敷のこの人も敵に回っちゃったら本当大変なことになっちゃうもんね。全員がピアスを殺しに来るよね。あ、主人公の名前がピアースさんと言います。ね、狂気に落ちる。
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
チューチューチューチューチューチューチューチュー。え、ご飯そのままよ。
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
お、改札シーン、再現シーンだ。お、綺麗じゃないですか。お肉だ。え？何の肉これ？待って。え、何の肉だこれ？皿が割れちゃう。
What kind of meat is this?
だよね。いや、だよね。
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
タコっぽいよね。男性が身を乗り出してる。こうでこうだとしたらここが奥さんかな。心理学持ってあげてもいいかもしれないね。この辺の調査がもっとできるようになるんだろうか。火はない。
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
なるほどね。お皿割っちゃったんだ。お肉の入ってたお皿を。お肉って言ってもなんか身に入ってる線からしてお魚っぽいね。で、
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Eh, なんだろう、食べろ食べない食べろ食べないってところかな。だって目の位置がここってやばいよね。
Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
ああ、ここだ。
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
梅干しタイム。
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
10時？夜かな？夜の10時かな。
They had a fight. Why?
ランプ。
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
いや、もう。なんだ？これは同じサラ・ホーキンスかな？同じだね。これがこうなった。かわいそうに。いや、違うわ。
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Did someone escape the fire?
誰かが火事から逃れたとしたら、あの絵を持って逃げたっていうことになるのかな。酔っ払った勢いで口論が発生かな。
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight.
探偵としてめちゃくちゃ優秀なのだよ、この人。
Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
What? どうしよう。どこまでこの人に言うかにもよるんだよね。なんか悪い人ではないけれど、悪い人でもないけれども、あの女の人には逆らえないところもあるからね。うん。放火です。夫婦は喧嘩をしていた。喧嘩をしてたのは完全に確かなんだよね。ムービーからして投げられたランプの火が 逃走車に燃え移った感じがあるのかな。なんだろう、とりあえず喧嘩をしていたり、でも犯罪なんだろうな。
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
これはやけどの後のやつかな。もしかして。おまわりさんがあっち行っちゃった。
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. This door is blocked from the outside. A crowbar could prove useful. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
雨が降ってまいりましたね。ランプが煙ってるの怖いよね、確かに。音楽。
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
もう黒の鍵盤がすごいぐちゃぐちゃだもんね。
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
屋敷の中でももう使ってないところっていうのはびっくりしたな。
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
説と比較した人体の特殊性に関する精密で詳細な論文にある。軍隊は簡素で僕は俗っぽく堕落者でも読めるようになっている。あ、医学が上がりました。ティーカップが2つここに置いてあるんだよな。上に上がろうか。あんまり長く使ってるとランプじゃないわ、ライターが熱くなっちゃうのか。あとなんかある。
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing.
なんだこれ、オウムがやってきたみたいな。
20,000 leagues under the sea, about the mysteries of the deep.
もう登るはしごがバキバキだもの。入れはしない。消したりつけたり消したりだけつけます。
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
明かりがあるかどうかで見える文面もあるんだね。なんか男性の方が焼けてるね、この上ね。こんなところかな。怖い。どうしよう、一回下に降りるか。一回下に降りる。一つずつ部屋をちょっとチェックしていきたいんだけども、ダメだ、降りることができないね、これはね。なんだというか、あ、ここからジャンプして、もしかして降りれないと。いざとなったらでもそういうイベント発生しそうだな。チュチュー。開けられる。ここの部屋も開けられる。ここの部屋も開けられる。ここの部屋。とりあえず手前から順に手をかけていこうかな。海の表 表現がとっても上手。
Locked.
あかんやつ。ああ、子供部屋？なんで大人がだな。
The boys' room.
子供部屋。お、サイエンシーンで。おー、いい部屋だね、少年。待って、少年。すごい絵を描くんだね。お母さんの影響かな。街の再現かな、これもしかして。一人が倒れている。ね、なんか街の再現だよね、多分これ。上手。こことこうか。こっちの国とこっちの国が戦争しているのかな。
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.あれか、オズの魔法使いか。オズの魔法使いで燃えてるかかしさんを水かけてあげてるの。お、なんか目星ポイントがある。なんだどれで。こっちの部屋じゃない。廊下だ。この辺りだ。
この黒い線は何なんだろう。あ、これだ。事務所の鍵だ。これに使うのかな。悪やんけ。
What will her room reveal about her? A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
アモバビルビタナールナトリウムを4から6時間間に服用する。1日3回まで。
That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent?
なんだろう。ここの鍵ですね。違うの。
This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
南京錠、さっき手に入れたんじゃなかったの？これじゃないのか？
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
ここの鍵じゃないんだ。
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
神経系のだから精神安定剤用に使う麻薬みたいな感じかな。なるほど。時代が時代だもんね。開けらんないか。こんなところかな。ということはこっちからか。なるほど。明らかにダメなものが見えてる。明らかにダメなものが見えてる。ダメだもん。お母さん。陣の中に一切入りたくない。
The door is blocked on the other side.
ラフデスさん。これ絵画であるよね。息子を食べる怪物みたいなやつ。はいはいはいはい、怖い怖い怖い。この中で絵を描いていたっていう感じかな。
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Dr. F のための絵画かっこ治療？FS のための絵画。
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
なんかね、キャンパスがここに置かれてるっていうことは真ん中で絵を描いてたのかなって思う。アートセラピー、僕のはデッサン。
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Maximilian.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Bradley? Is that you?
あと1ポイントあったら心理学が上げられると。怖い怖い怖い、ちょっと待って明らかにそっちがおまわりさんのじゃないでしょうや。なんだ、さらに火がつけられたのかな。靴がこんだけ焼けているっていうことは。イベントだ。
Is anyone there?
そういえば床が腐ってるとか言ってなかったっけ？
You! Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me.
なんだこれ、横のマーク。聞き耳もしかして。
This door is blocked from the outside. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
穴が減ってる。減ってるということは、男がどこかに隠れてるのをこの時間内に見つけないといけないってこと？違う、ランプがこれ。自分の顔みたいなの書かれてたよね、確か。おっと、主人公もだいぶちょっとやばいんじゃないのかな、これ。ジャンプできない。
There's something disturbing about this painting.
泥棒がその絵を持っていっちゃったのか。そうなんだよね。本当に泥棒がまずいたのかという。
This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
光源を変えることができる。こっちにしよう。ちょっとランタンは今もったいないわ。
This door was closed earlier.
あ、医学のままいった。
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. As if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
おー、得意の謎解き。
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Seems like this came from a log.
航海士。あ、これですね。これメモらないといけないやつなんじゃない？ 42N、70W、ダークフルタート。ハミルトン船長は自信満々だ。今夜オルペウスを倒すと言っている。メモ。私の記憶は いしょ。42M 70W 6乗から47M 55W 49N 68W 57M。これあれですね、奇跡のあれの公開日誌かな。そうそうそう、スキュラって確かその奇跡のあれだった。奇跡のその大物クジラのことを確かスキュラって呼んでた気がするんだけど、オルペウスがオルペウスは初めて聞きましたね。これもクジラの名前かな。裏には何も書いてない。ご丁寧にあれですね、メモの方を見ると1847年6月23日のところにカッコがついてる。33N53W、 多分これっすね。ここに地球儀を合わすのかな。その前にちょっと
This Dr. Fuller, was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist?
Mm. 安全な環境でとかそんなことを言ってるあたり、なんだろう、旦那さんから DV を受けていたのかな。それともサラさんが精神状態があれだから病院に入れてっていうことなのかな。おやおや、
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her.
彼女の父親からの手紙を彼女から隠していった。中身見れるかな。見れないな。ポイントが高まっている。心理学があります。3ポイントで上げられるのはまだないね。 4になってきたんじゃないですか。目星と心理学。
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
これか。あ、船の名前がスキュラか。
It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
汚くてわからん。お？強調されているところがどこなんだ。黒の点かな。っていうと、あの辺って船長さんがいた。どこだ。汚い。わからない。ちょっと奥さんの手腕を見習ってほしい。全然わからん。いや。
This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
お、バールもここで使える。ちょっと
I'd be better off not
まず
touching them.
触らないでおくね。まずあれをこれっすね。これをオーバーしたいのと、机にもいっぱいある。ランプのオイル補充された。やった。
It looks like an old seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
There must be a link with the seaway map.
33N。N が南か。33N のウエスト。W ウエストがイーストウエスト西か。こっち53。53でどの辺？これで10の単位か。違う。そうかな。そうだね、多分。じゃあ10、20、30、40、50？この辺りかな。ナビゲートってなんだ？ナビゲートがこれか。なるほど。
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
こっちじゃない。この辺？場所が悪いのかな。こっち？ 10、20、30、40、50。 の辺か。違う。
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
ノース、サザン、ノース、南アレン。違う、上か。ダメだ、英語ができないよ。あ、ウエストとノースって書いてあるがな。この辺り？違う。
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like it worked.
Well done, Pierce.
よくやったとか、いいけど。
Charles Hawkins was a sort of traveler, right?
More like an adventurer, I guess. He left for months, exploring remote places and abandoned temples.
探索者向き。歯車に下手に手出さなくてよかったかも。蔵。地下トンネル。なんか持って帰ってきちゃった感じかな。冒険家で放浪する夫と奇妙な絵を描く気が触れているんじゃないかと言われている奥さんと幻覚を見ているが何かに怯えている息子さん。いやー、やばい一家だよ。
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look. Someone's been here recently.
3 seats. Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others?
Yeah, 絶対持って帰っちゃいけなかったものを持って帰ってきちゃったでしょう。
What is this mask supposed to represent?
何の首飾りかな。
Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
Wait, 待って、女神の髪、待って、女神様の顔がクトゥルフになってる。おー。 見つけてないのなんだろう。いやもうこれも明らかに怪しいし。泥棒の跡を見つける。なんだろう、他見つけてないとこあるかな。待って。下に何かいない？これただの机だし。机なしか、びっくりした。人が倒れているように見えた。何の反応もない。ここで終わり？でも終わらないね。ちょっとタコっぽいよね。
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone?
目星タイム。なんだろう。あ。ちょっと待って。ああ、なるほど。ここに座ってた人物が覗いていたさらに気がついた。なるほど。これよ。
This padlock is too complicated for me.
いやもうこれはあざとすかなこれ。あざとすっぽいかな。あとは何にもないかしら。いやもうめちゃくちゃこれが気になるってしょうがないんだけどさ。 なんだろう、あの肉の食卓のこともあったし、お肉が出てから奥さんがこれを見つけちゃったのか、これを見つけてから食卓にあれが出たのかにもよる感じはするよね。でも事故があったのが食卓の事件があって、その当日っぽい雰囲気はする気がするんだよな。だからなんだろう、仲間に慣れて肉を食わされそうになったのかな。おまわりさん落ちるよ、大丈夫？すごいね。なんだこれ、何の採掘をしてたの？地下道かな。待って、これ出だしで見たやつ。一回下まで見ます。
Pierce, where you going? I can't keep up with you in this darkness.
Are you scared? I want to see how far these steps go.
Who's talking about being scared? I'll wait for you by the door.
やっぱ怖いんじゃねえか。開かへん。開かへんがな、おまわりさん。いける、いけてしまう。目星か、これ。違う、目星ポイントではない。うわぁ、いけちゃう。ちょっと待って、ポイントを振り分けたい。振り分けられない、足りない。大丈夫か、腕っぷしだけだぞ。なんだ、マジか、マジか、ピアス。なんかちょっとお守りっぽいよね。
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust.
そうなの？じゃあこいつが塵になっちゃうってことか。明らかにやばい。いやー、もうなんかよくよく見たら、いやー、もうなんかよくよく見たら、エルダーサインっぽいのとか、こ これなんだろう。
These people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep? This monstrous creature must be an allegory. These paintings must be several centuries old.
消失した部族って書いてある。
These people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep?
お、なんだ、さっきのもじゃもじゃとこれが戦ってる？
These buildings seem to have come out of the water. There you are again.
Well done, Pierce. And it looks like you found our fugitive. This door is securely shut. I'll look for another passage.
It's an underground cave. We can advance this side.
Yeah, I can see that. Please excuse me, but given your condition, I'll stick to my idea. I'm not cut out for this kind of acrobatics.
All right. Look for another entrance. I'll try to catch up with our man.
こちらこそありがとうございました。またやるときツイッターにでもあげますんで、お疲れ様です。